So the Apex Legends are on the rise, if you understand that. It all goes back in Season 5 when Lifeline got her ult got buffed, so it spawns more loot, which is a really good change because people in the community were saying just give her a heal bubble or give her a heal gun and stuff like that, and that doesn't really work too well because that's just OP. And what they've done now is that ult is still really loud and obnoxious. There's still a beacon where you can say, oh, here, come kill me, but now it actually spawns good loot. And I think this is a change going in the right direction. Instead of just reworking every character, bearing in mind Mirage really did need a rework, but he is still trash, but because now people understand the decoys. But anyway, Bloodhound in this recent Season 6 patch has been buffed, so when they're in the ult they can scan quicker, they can scan more, and it lasts longer when you get down. And buffing the abilities instead of just reworking characters is the right way to go. And the last subject kind of is Crypto. He can use the survey beacons and respawn teammates in the drone, which is good. And these three abilities, Lifeline ult, Bloodhound ult, Crypto passive, this is the right way to buff it. Because people were saying with Lifeline, oh, just rework her abilities. People were saying for Bloodhound, oh, just let enemies know, didn't know they've been scanned. Just think about that. Imagine if that was a thing. You could just scan all the time, and you get wall hacks for 4 seconds, and people don't know they're scanned. Third party would be insane with that. That would just be awful. Promise me, you do not want that. Trust me, you do not want silent scans. And Crypto, the whole point of him is his drone. That's his whole character. That's what he's about. And people are saying, oh, just give him an ability where he doesn't have to be in his drone. That just takes away everything he's about. It's just like, now we've got a Rampart. Her ult is just like an absolute laser beam, but in very specific situations. If you've got to rotate into a circle and it's a choke point and you've got a Rampart there, you're done for. But in most scenarios, the turret can only rotate like 90 degrees, so I think you're fine. But I'm going off topic a bit. What I wanted to say is that just buffing abilities, but keeping them loud and obnoxious, like Crypto's drone, Bloodhound's ult, and Lifeline's ult, is the right way to go. Don't just rework every character. And Revenant in ranked is now changed. I don't exactly know how, but like when you EMP a Revenant in their ult, it still takes their shield off and stuns them, but they're in their ult, so it doesn't really matter. But so I think I don't really understand how it works exactly, but it's like you can counter Revenant now in high level ranked, which is good. And also you can't go through a Wraith portal like 2 or 3 seconds after you lose death protection, which is really good because everyone in ranked was just running Crypto, Revenant, Wraith, and they were just pushing everyone and EMPing them, then portaling out, and portaling back in when the Crypto's EMP'd and all stuff like that. And it was just an utter clusterfuck. And now Crypto EMP can like just literally just destroy everything. It's so strong. But now you can't do that. And I'm so glad they reworked Revenant in this way, because people were saying just the ult, just do something to it. Just give it less health or make it really obvious or something like that. When you just need to keep the abilities exactly like Lifeline's ult, exactly like Bloodhound's ult. Just keep the abilities, but just when they're in them, make them way stronger. So when Crypto's in his drone, make it way stronger. When Bloodhound's in their ult, make it way stronger. Don't just rework every character. Granted, Mirage really did need a rework, but they've just countered Revenant in ranked because people are only running Crypto, Revenant, Wraith, yep, in ranked. They weren't. No one was pro scrimming in a casual game like on the level that they were doing it in ranked. People might have still used the setup, but they weren't pro players using it. They were just like chilling. And that's fine, because Revenant's still viable in casual now, and now he's still viable in rank. Because at the end of the day, it's still death protection. You're giving 60 of the best players in the world the option to choose death protection if they want. Still got unlimited range and 100 health. It's still pretty decent. But another nerf to it, it's like a silent nerf, is that the P20 hammer point actually works on the Ghost now. If you didn't know that, there you go. I saw it in iTemp Plays video. Big up. And he used P20 hammer point on the Ghost and it sent it back in 3 shots. And that's just such a good change, because people are barely running P20 in Mozam, and now people might run it P20, probably not Mozam, but P20 more, just so they can counter any Revenant Ghost people that come up. So the whole point of this video is just to say that the devs know what they're doing with the characters. Clearly, I thought they didn't, but they do. I went Octane needs a buff, Loba needs a buff. Unfortunately, they're only going to buff her ult, because apparently her stats for the team, Loba's got like a really bad team win ratio, but like in one-on-ones she does decent. Bangalore needs a buff, her smokes are trash, I hate playing with Bangalore because it's so unhelpful. And her passive is just so strong, and our ult is awful. So if you just buff them, don't just give a complete rework, just change it slightly so it's not OP in ranks but it still works for casual and stuff like that, just like Revenant, just like Crypto, and that'll be really good. And the whole point of this video is, I know I've always said but we're going over it again, is that keep like when you think of bloodhound, you think of the ult, you think of the scans. Don't just completely change them, just buff them so when they're in the ult it's good. And Crypto, you think about drone straight away when you think of Crypto, so just buff the drone. And I'm droning on a bit, so if you like this video, leave a like. If you want to support me, hit the subscribe button. It's free and you can always change your mind. Hope you enjoyed the video.